Hey everybody, what's up? So a lot of us want to connect to our higher self and to our intuition, but we feel like either we can't hear anything or we weren't born with those special skills, so it's not something that we're able to do. So today I want to give you 5 ways that you can open up your intuition and get that going, because the truth is we all have the ability innately. We were born with it. It's just that a lot of us were taught out of it, or, we didn't practice it. And so we just kind of lost that ability. And then the more we think that we don't have it, it's like we're keeping it farther and farther away from ourselves. So I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can connect with it again. And I'm also going to give you some little exercises that you can do to practice. My name is Alina. I'm a spiritual life coach, a manifestation coach, and a Reiki master. So my number one way is always going to be meditation, quieting your mind. I've talked in my other videos that there are a variety of ways that you can meditate. Some people do a walking meditation. They connect and they go out in nature and they're walking while they're doing it. That can be a great way, especially if you have a hard time sitting still and doing that, because I know a lot of us do. Another way would be to listen to, like, this is what worked for me, because I definitely have that kind of monkey brain and thought I couldn't meditate. So Abraham Hicks talks about listening to the dripping of a faucet or a fan or some kind of really innocuous sound that we don't give a lot of thought about. We don't have opinions on the dripping of a faucet necessarily. So doing that can give your brain a way to focus on something, instead of just expecting, oh, I need my mind to be absolutely 100% clear. That's very challenging, especially if you're not used to meditating. So that's a great way to get started. Start with 10 minutes a day. And I always say, if you did 10 minutes and you didn't look at your phone, good for you. Yay. That's it. That you did it for the day, and then just move on. Keep your expectation low. A lot of times people get very easily frustrated when they start meditating because they're like, well, my mind wandered 10,000 million different times. Yeah, it's going to. And that's okay. So expect that. And just tell yourself you're learning a new skill. You're not going to know how to do it right away. Nothing in life do you just start and are immediately an expert at. So give yourself some grace. Set the bar low, do 10 minutes. And even if your mind wandered the entire time and you had to keep wrangling it back, it's okay. You did 10 minutes without your phone. So good for you. Okay. That's always going to be the best way, because our thoughts are they're so busy that it prevents our higher self from sort of eking in. So if you just want to get those kind of cracks opened up a little bit so that it can filter in. And in the beginning, it's not going to be much, but it can grow and develop the more you practice. It's just like a muscle. The next way, the power of intention and the power of your words it's not to be dismissed. So if you want to have your intuition be opened up, be more of a presence in your life, then use your words wisely and ask your higher self. Say, I'm willing, I'm ready, I'm open. I want to receive what will help me and get me to my highest and greatest timeline. Whatever the words, use the words that feel best to you. But using your words intentionally to ask for help, because we all have a spiritual team that's just waiting to swoop in, and they just want us to say, hey, I'm open and I'm ready and I'm willing to do this. And then just know that it can be a process. Nothing's going to just come at you. A lot of times people, when I've taken classes with people, they get scared, like that they're going to see something or hear something or feel something right away and it's going to scare them. It's really not likely. It's a process, and if you're committed to it, then anyone can, speak to their intuition and receive downloads and intuitive guidance. We're wired that way. We're wired to receive that. It's just that we get distracted with technology and our daily lives. But if you have the intention, and especially if you're practicing that, even just 10 minutes a day of quieting your mind, it's going to happen for you. The next one would be to work on your visualizing skills. This is something that has taken me some time. I remember as a kid, and you probably do too, being able to, at nighttime, I could see stars, I could see patterns, I could see really cool things, especially when I closed my eyes. And then as an adult, we lose that ability somehow. So there's tons of resources out there. I've gotten on YouTube and just looked up, ways to improve my visualization skills, because this also carries over to manifesting. if you can visualize that end result, visualize what you want more clearly with more detail and make it feel more real, it's just going to be that much speedier of a process. So that can be helpful in a lot of ways. And also the spirit world can communicate with you in, visuals that you're comfortable with, that that are familiar to you. They're going to use things that's already kind of stored in your mind, basically, to help you to understand and help you to see things and interpret them. So work on a practice of visualizing. I've said in my other videos, you can do a 2-for-1. You can do a guided visualization on YouTube, and that'll help you to visualize your end result, to practice your skills, and it also quiets your mind, so it's meditative. So that's helpful. The next one would be to trust what you're seeing. A lot of times we are receiving things and we dismiss them because we think, well, that can't be right, or that's too weird. I'm telling you, that's how it works. It's you feel like it's just your imagination, but it's not. That's really how your intuition is. I can remember when I was taking a class on this one time, I think it was like a tarot class or something. And we got paired up in groups and I was with this woman. And for some reason, I kept thinking that she had this skincare company or was starting a skincare company, a skincare line. It was the first thing that popped into my mind and I felt ridiculous, but our teacher taught us, just say it. Just say whatever comes onto your mind, right away. And she was shocked. She said, yeah, actually, that's exactly what I'm doing. So, a lot of times it can feel like it's just your imagination or you're just making something up, but that's how your intuition is really working. So the more you develop that trust, the quicker you're going to be on this journey. That brings me to a little homework assignment for you, a little tidbit. You're going to get a notebook. You're going to get a journal, and it's going to be specific to this practice. Okay, so you're going to do your either guided meditation on YouTube or your 10 minutes of just listening to the fan or a dripping faucet, or some people like to look into a candle flame. Whatever your chosen method of meditation is, right after you do that, you're going to think for a second, and any visuals that pop up in your mind, you're going to write them down. And you're going to carry this notebook with you, and you're going to, as silly as it seems, whatever it is that you see, even as ridiculous as it might be, whatever pops into your mind, you're going to write it down. And as you look back, you're going to start to see a pattern and notice, oh, I saw this and then this happened, or, I ran into this person and they were on my mind earlier in the day. So then that's going to further strengthen your trust and build the relationship with your intuition. And the trust is everything, because the more you trust it, the faster it comes, the more it flows, yada, yada. So that'll be your little homework assignment. Next, take classes. Take classes of whatever interests you. I've taken aura reading classes. I've taken several of those. I've obviously done Reiki training, tarot classes, and you could do this in person wherever you are locally, or you could do it online. Daily Om is a great website. I'll put the link in the description. I've taken a lot of classes on Daily Om. They're very cheap. I'm talking $15 or something. You get lifetime access, and you can go at your own pace. So you can do it as fast or as slow as you want to do it. And they've got so many great exercises in there to help you to work on different things. Mediumship, quantum healing. There's a spoon bending one. I remember I did that once. That was kind of fun. Let's see what else. Pineal gland. That one was really helpful for me. Just anything you can think of really in a spiritual realm. They even have fitness classes and things like that. So would that give you daily exercises and things like that? So that can be a great resource. It's cheap and you can do it at your own pace. You don't have to go get in your car and go anywhere. So taking classes, because the more educated that you are, the more you know sort of what to look out for, and it just will give you a lot more tools in your tool belt to help with your intuition. Putting intention on your crown chakra and your third eye chakra, you'd be surprised what that does. If just putting the intention there, you'll get sensations, you'll start to feel things, and it'll really start to open things up for you very quickly. Now, my caveat with that is always, don't forget to ground, because when you're working on your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your upper chakras, you also need to be grounded into the earth. And so make sure you give some love, spending time in nature, imagining a cord going from the base of your spine all the way into the core of the earth and then all the way back up. Those can be great grounding exercises. But just by putting the intention here and here, you'll start to notice and feel things, and that can really speed things up for you. Um, and then lastly, I just have, just practicing visualizing. So, like I said earlier, with doing online YouTube visualizations or just doing your own kind of visualization, like Neville Goddard, people like to do SATs, the state akin to sleep. So it's where you're visualizing right before you go to sleep, and then supposedly when you fall asleep in that state, you're giving the job to your subconscious mind to allow it to work out the details of how you will get to your desired end result. But just that daily practice will improve your visualization skills, and you'll be able to pick up more details, that kind of thing. But as always, give yourself grace and time, and this is all a learned skill. So just be patient with yourself. It's a journey, not a race, and you want to be fully prepared for things. For me, it's taken a lot of years because I've had to let go of a lot of limiting beliefs and that kind of things, and I was very dismissive of things that I was receiving. Now I have that trust built, so my intuition is a lot sharper, a lot quicker, and it's just really improved kind of every area of my life because now I receive downloads multiple times a day. And it's just, like I said, it's just improved absolutely every area of my life because it's helped me to get to that end result that I'm going for, faster. And it's made me happier, more peaceful, all the good things. So, with that being said, that's all I've got for you. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe. I'm out.